92.3 Amp Radio.
It's Friday, Que Rico on the new 92.3 Amp Radio. Shoboy in the morning, beautiful Nina, and of course, the greatest Ed Sheeran in the building. What up, Ed?
What up?
Ed. Welcome, bro.
Hello.
We're super stoked, man. Album Divide. You can already pre-order it as of now.
Yeah, as of now, there's 12 on the standard, 16 on the deluxe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also, congratulations.
I'm singing in Spanish on one of the deluxe songs as well.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Which one?
Barcelona.
Barcelona. Can you give us a little something on that?
Las Ramblas, I'll meet you, we'll dance around La Sagrada Familia, drinking sangria, mi niña, te amo Macarena. Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Wait, do you speak Spanish at all?
No, I love Barcelona. I love it. So I wrote a song to a love song for Barcelona, and then yeah, I mean it doesn't make a lot of sense. It's basically just like the Spanish words I know put together. But I thought I'd get
you're basically with a girl drinking sangria.
Yeah,
and then you throw out familia.
Mi niña te amo Macarena.
Mi niña te amo. I love you, my girl.
Yeah, my girl.
And then la Macarena. Macarena. Ow.
It's Macarena, which
okay,
I think is like little baby.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think
I think that's proper Spanish from Spain. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro.
Who helped you with the translation?
4 events. The guy that's on my label, we wrote the songs together.
Oh, cool.
That's good. Good thing you use like Google Translate, because then that messes stuff up.
Well, there's one line where I say Siempre vive La Barcelona, which is actually Latin, I think, but it just sounded cool.
It does.
Yeah.
That is what, Live Long Barcelona or something like that?
Yeah,
long live Barcelona.
Nice, Nina. I love it.
I understand.
Speaking of different things with your music, right before we kicked off the interview, I was telling you how Shape of You, I love it because you're a huge hip hop head. And so I almost hear that, and the way it flows, if you just take like the actual writing of the song, the lyrics, you could totally make it into like a hip hop record or get a rapper on it. And you said there's maybe something going on with Shape of You, potentially a huge rapper getting on that.
Well, I've sent out some emails, and I don't know. I'm not going to say anything, because sometimes this doesn't come to fruition. But yeah, hopefully someone replies to one of the emails.
Can we mention one of them?
Well, I know Diplo's doing a remix of it. Diplo's doing a Major Lazer remix, so that's one thing I can mention. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Well, congrats on that, bro. You're away for about a year, man, and that's awesome because I think most celebrities, when they're peaking the way you have been peaking your career, they're like, no, don't take a break. Go harder. Take advantage of this wave. You're on top. You know, get all the juice out of it, if you will. Why did you decide to go otherwise and say, you know what? No, I actually want to take a break.
Well, because I want a 30-year career, not a 5-year career. I don't want to do it all up. You know, we could have done stadiums a lot earlier on. We could have done arenas a lot earlier on. We could have released 5 albums in 5 years. But it's a marathon, not a sprint. And I remember being around a lot of my contemporaries that were doing so much better than me, and my manager being like, just slow down, and now I'm still here 6 years on and they're not. And I think you like the whole music industry, you just need to just pace yourself. Just take time to make great albums. You don't have to stick out music all the time to stay relevant. You'll stay relevant by making great records, and to make great records you have to spend a lot of time to do them.
And while you were gone and all the experiences you had, I mean, do you feel like this time you have more to say? You know, like when you're gone and you come back, there's just so much you're excited to share.
Actually, do you know what's exciting for me, actually, is interviews. There's so much to talk about that it doesn't get monotonous. Like the first album, it was literally like the same 3 questions over and over again. Second album was like 5 questions over and over again. But there's so much that's happened that every interview I do is not mundane. No one's repeating questions, basically.
That's good. Speaking about that year that you took off, earlier we were talking about the fact that you just ordered some steak and eggs with like extra ketchup because you love ketchup. You even have a ketchup tattoo.
Woof.
Right? And producer Kristen, she doesn't like ketchup too much, but she was like, oh, but I love Ed Sheeran anyway. Tell me about this. This year you had off. Yeah. What new tattoos did you get? Because you know you got some.
I actually got a tattoo of the Sagrada Familia, the big cathedral in Barcelona. I got a tattoo of that. What else? I got a tattoo of Blinky the three-eyed fish from The Simpsons.
Oh, that's epic.
Also Ducky from Land Before Time. Do you remember Land Before Time? You're the one that goes, yep, yep, yep.
That movie made me cry so hard. What are you doing with these tattoos? That's amazing.
Why not? They make me happy.
I love it.
Everyone keeps saying to me, oh, but what about when you were an old man? Like, does your grandfather take his shirt off all the time? Who's gonna see my tattoos other than me? And I like them.
Mine did, but you know.
I don't know about you, Ed Sheeran, but yeah, when I'm at home, I like to just chill in like my boxers.
Yeah,
So-
so do I. But when I'm like an old man, I'm not gonna be like subjecting it on my grandkids, being like, "Brr,
You're
look
not
at-
gonna be in
look at-"
Madrid or Barcelona chilling with your shirt off, partying.
No, I probably will be. But I'll try and stay in some sort of shape.
But you'll
I
have
really want a
good-
dad bod when I'm older, though. You know,
Hell
like a
yeah.
proper beer dad bod.
You have to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And then you have great stories, and then maybe they'll take new shapes, right?
I reckon so. Yeah, I reckon. So. But women, I find women actually like chunkier men. Women don't really like skinny dudes.
Well, we don't want to feel like we're going to break you.
No,
That's
so,
what it is.
So a dad bod is actually, guys out there, we don't need to go to the gym.
Absolutely.
Not that I do. but
Don't work out and get a cat.
Yeah, no.
Advice from Ed Sheeran.
Get the beer, get the dad bod.
Drink beer, yeah.
Ed Sheeran approved right there, baby. You need, I think, on your next record, or you need to drop a single titled Dad
Dad bod, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dad bod.
That would
And
be
just
so
to-
epic.
And just, well, I had an idea for a music video this time, because you know all like. There's a lot of misogyny in music videos, and it's all women in underwear.
Yes.
What if it was like, this was my idea for the video, men, but not attractive men, just dad bod men in their underwear with a woman in a suit. And
Hell yeah.
She's the one rapping to the camera, and we're just there jiggling. In the
I
background.
love it.
I think it'd be great.
love it.
Oh my
I
gosh.
wanted to do that on this album, but I didn't have the balls for it.
Oh
Literally.
my gosh, you should.
Let us know, bro. I'm definitely there for the
Yeah,
casting.
no,
I have
because-
an awesome dad
We're
bod.
just like not perfect looking dudes at all, just kind of like
Real
Right
men,
here, bro.
like real life.
yeah, but like girls in suits just bossing it, and just men kind of like
I'm about that life.
chugging.
Boss.
That's what I'm talking. Dad bods.
Instead of pouring champagne on you, you're pouring beer, and you're like, yeah.
Give me meat.
And just like picking out on like some hot wings and whatnot, right?
That's what should be happening.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. What would you say over this year that you were hanging out and writing your music and being inspired so far? What was the most extreme thing you got to do, and then what was like the most embarrassing thing that went down in this past year?
Most embarrassing thing is I put my foot in a boiling geyser. You know.
Please explain that.
Yeah.
You know,
what?
volcanoes have like
Oh.
molten
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was I think it was like 160 degrees water. It was really hot.
Oh my
And
gosh.
I was walking up a mountain. And they said don't tread there, and I said why? And my foot went in, and it melted the whole of the top of the skin off the top of my foot.
Are you serious?
Had to have like a skin graft on it, and
Oh
I
my-
couldn't walk for a while. So that was quite embarrassing, because it was on my birthday as well. So I was like helicoptered off a mountain on my birthday, and I had to have like skin brie put on my foot. But Timberlands saved my foot.
There you go.
Because
They're
it went, the water went in the top of it, so I only melted off the top. But had it been like these shoes, for instance, my foot would be
Gone.
gone.
So Timberland endorsement right there. Timberland, where you at? Pay Ed some money right there.
Yeah, pay me.
Can in the dad bod video, can we all be wearing Timberlands?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What? Just like in our boxes
Yeah,
in
just
Timberlands.
boxes in
Yeah.
Timberlands.
In
Actually,
Timberlands.
that's kinda hot,
I know, but that's
though.
like one step away from wearing like a like hard hat and being like
Yeah, YMCA.
Yeah, the YMCA.
I love the fact that Ed, when you write your music, bro, it tells a story. It's unique, and even we're looking at the titles of your albums, right? There's like some math going on. You kicked off with plus, then multiply, then divide, and you even went with orange, green, blue.
Yeah.
Like we were talking
Well,
about.
I wanted to go with white for this one, so it would make a Irish flag, but it didn't. I preferred blue.
That's what we want to know. Is there
Yeah.
reasoning behind all of this?
Not really. It's just you can see it on if you walk into Walmart or Target or any other record store. It's just that you see it. It's like it's not like a black like cover
Right.
that's a bit sort of like gloomy and mysterious. It's just like bright blue right there. That's my album.
But was there any reasoning behind all of the math for all of your albums
Yeah.
thus far? Like, were you super into math growing up? Or
No,
you just thought-
there's like a detailed reason, which is like a long detailed reason about why they're called that. But like honestly, it was just because no one else was calling their albums plus multiply and divide.
That's dope. So is subtraction
simple.
next? Subtraction maybe?
There's a few that could be next.
Yeah?
There's a few. Yeah,
High sign.
I haven't quite decided. I need to see what sort of songs I'm writing.
That's dope.
Because subtract is a very like. That's where it goes into an acoustic record, and I don't know if I'm ready to do like a full acoustic record yet.
You also put out a list of your track list for your album, which was dropping March 3rd. But you can pre-order now, and you get a Spanish record in there. I know it.
Well, I speak Spanish on it. It's not a Spanish record.
Okay, it's a little Spanglish, a little bilingual action.
Stick Daddy Yankee on it.
That's next, right?
Yeah, no, I'd love to.
J
That'd be
Balvin?
amazing.
That'd be
Super
great.
dope, right?
Be great.
Where
Maybe
did-
I'll get a Latin Grammy one day. Maybe.
I think you will.
Never know.
That would be incredible.
That'd be fun.
J Balvin, Daddy Yankee, you guys are listening. Nicky Jam,
Put me on.
let's do it. I want to ask you this, bro. Where were you when you wrote Supermarket Flowers?
That was just the day my gran passed away. So I was at my home in my treehouse studio, and the news came through, and it's just a knee-jerk reaction. Instead of like, you can be really upset and dwell on something, or you can put all the good memories in one song. I just wanted to make a sort of a tribute to my gran.
Aw.
And since we haven't been previewed to that record, what do you say about your grandpa that passed away? And we're sorry to hear that.
That's all right. It's just, it's all the kind of mundane things that you do when someone passes away and you're cleaning out. So the first line is, I took the supermarket flowers from the windowsill. It's like the kind of cheap flowers you get from a corner store and people bring around. So it's very much the whole song is about those tiny little moments where you're taking flowers off a windowsill, you're pouring tea down the drain, you're fluffing up the bed and remaking it. Like all those small things when someone passes away that you find yourself doing to take your mind off it. Yeah.
Absolutely. What do you think your grandpa left in you?
Grandmother. Sorry.
Oh, grandma.
Sorry,
what do you think your grandma left in you, bro, that you will take on and pass it on forever?
Well, she was the musical one in my family. Wow. So me and my brother have both got our music from her. So hopefully I'll pass that on to my kids.
That's beautiful, man. I think you're definitely doing her proud, man.
Yeah.
And living on her legacy. Speaking about grandparents and parents, so on and so forth, super successful, independent man right here. But like, there's still got to be something that your parents still reprimand you about. Like, you still get in trouble. You'll get texts, you'll get calls like, Ed.
Yeah, what was the last thing I got? I always get emails from my dad telling me off about things. I sometimes have to reprimand them though, because they're like sometimes we'll go out to like like we were at the English equivalent of the Grammys at the Warner after party, and my dad just lit up a cigarette in like we're here and it's illegal to smoke inside, right? He like lights up a cigarette and someone's like, "Sir, you can't smoke in here," and he turned around and said, "I am Mr. Warner," and then just carried on. and yeah, and everyone just left him. They were like, "Oh yeah, no, he's Mr. Warner. We'll leave him." Yeah. So I had to like speak to him. I was like, "Dad, you can't like, because he's used to like backstage at gigs we can like
do whatever you
smoke
want
it, or like in my house or whatever, but this was like a really, really posh venue, and yeah.
I love that. So basically, take the name of whatever venue you're at, whoever's throwing the event.
Yeah, but he's almost 60, so you have to look. You have to be authoritative, you know.
Okay.
Like
Right.
if I start smoking in here and said like, yeah, I own the building, they're gonna be like, well, no, you don't.
You're like, I'm Mr. Amp.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Well, is there a Mr. Amp?
Sure.
Well, you could be Mr. Amp. We don't have one yet.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll be Mr. Amp.
Ed is Mr. Amp. That's funny as hell. I love your dad because he's also like, he gets into all kinds of places some way, right?
Yeah,
like,
he's
super.
He's an older version of me, left to our own devices. Yeah.
What have you learned from? Like, where would have been some cool spots that you've snuck into in the past?
That I've snuck into?
Yeah.
I went to an Oscars party at Madonna's manager's house by saying I was Calvin Harris, because it was at a time where Calvin Harris, no one knew what he looked like. He was just a DJ name, and I was with my cousin Rita Ora and Rita Ora's, and Rita was with Calvin at this point, and she said, "Calvin's on the list, but I know he's not coming, so you just say you're him." So I walked up to the door and I was like, "Hi, I'm Calvin Harris," and they were like, "In you go, sir." And I went. It was an amazing party. Like Prince was there actually. The first person I saw when I walked in was Prince, and I was Calvin Harris for the day. Bit shorter, bit less Scottish, bit less abs as well. Hi guys.
And, well, what did the person with the list? What did they say? They're just like,
well, no, because he at the time he wasn't Calvin. He wasn't like
big
face everywhere. His name was just massive. So
got it.
So the guy on the list would just thought that
Didn't know any different.
Yeah, it was like you know how sometimes you just hear DJ names, but you can't put a face to a name. But since now he's been Omani and billboards and stuff, and people know. But yeah, that was quite a funny thing.
Yeah. Now what was he? He did like an underwear.
It was Armani.
Armani, yeah.
It was the Armani.
So now people they're like,
I'm doing the next
show
one.
me your underwear.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm doing the next one.
You're doing the next one.
Yeah.
Can't
The
wait.
dad bod version.
Yeah, it's like, you know how they have plus size models? It's like the men version of that.
You are not even plus size. Relax.
I was last year though. I was like 210, 220 pounds last year.
During the
What?
break?
Yeah, I was fat.
Well, that's
Hell yeah.
enjoying
Really fat.
your life.
I couldn't fit in. I got home and my jeans I couldn't get them past my thighs, and I was like, someone shrunk these. So I bought some sweatpants.
I
And
say it all the time.
I wore sweatpants, the same sweatpants for about 2 months.
So you refused to buy new jeans that actually fit
Yeah,
you?
and then I just slimmed down and got some new jeans.
I'm
No,
the
because
same
if you
way.
buy new jeans that fit you, that's you for good.
That means you gave up.
Yeah.
It's a
You're
trap.
just like, this is
Yeah,
what
you're
it
in.
is.
You're in,
Can't
and
do
then
it.
you're just everyone's chunky mate.
Everybody's chunky mate. That needs to be like an Instagram handle, chunky mate.
Chunky mates.
Right?
If you have a chunky mate, hashtag them.
Hell yeah.
sad.
Only
Hashtag
men
chunky.
though. Don't. Let's not put any
And
women
then
on blast.
potentially we can put you in the dad bod video.
Yeah, I think it'll be a good video. And men,
gotta do it,
men
bro.
need that as well because
Hell yeah.
men look at other men. Like all these six packs on a beach, kind of looking like, and that's not fun. Have you tried getting a six pack? It's so.
I didn't even try, bro.
horrible.
I'm good with the
you
keg.
You can eat like that much a day. Just drink water. You can't drink alcohol, and it turns you mental.
Yeah.
We should all be encouraged to just be a bit chunkier.
I like this movement you're starting, bro.
Yeah.
Hello.
Because everybody's
Hashtag
making-
chunky. It's the new Bruno Mars single, isn't it? Chunky.
Yeah, he does have a song with Chunky.
Chunky.
There it is.
For them girls with the big old hoops.
Chunky.
Hey.
Chunky
Got
mate, hashtag that.
Drop
Let's
it
go.
down in Daisy Dukes.
Ed Sheeran, speaking about that
Theme
year where this last year that you blew up physically, as you were telling us. It's like, I blew up musically the year before that. I blew up physically last year,
It
2016.
looked like someone pulled the ripcord and it just went.
What are you going to miss the most now that you're back 100% into work? You got some crazy schedule going on. What are you going to miss the most of that year that you had,
My
quote unquote, off?
lovely lady and my cats, because that's my favorite thing to do. Just sit down, all three of us, my two daughters and my girl, and we're watching a film, and our cats are just there, and and having like takeaway every night because I'm so bad at cooking. Well, I guess I am gonna have takeaway every night now, aren't I? Because I'm on
You
the
have
road.
to.
Yeah, I'm on the road, and I'm gonna get chunky.
Hell yeah.
Looking for them girls with a big old hoops.
Just go ahead, blast the theme song. Live your life.
Yeah.
Valentine's just around the corner. Are you big into Valentine's? Like, do you guys celebrate that big
No,
time in
because
the UK?
my birthday's so close to it. So I usually like, and her birthday's quite close to it as well. So we just, I don't know. It just seems like it's a Hallmark holiday. It was made up by Hallmark. It's not like
Yeah.
a big, and it puts so much pressure on people to like do something on Valentine's Day. But I'm gonna do something for my birthday, and then we're doing something for hers as well.
So that's perfect. And it's going to be your 1 year anniversary from almost burning your foot off.
It will be, yeah,
Right?
it will be. But I think I'm gonna go and do something
Why?
extreme again. I think I'm gonna go skiing, which I'm not very good at.
Well, that's the
Oh,
opposite of
that's
fire.
awesome.
So that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, hopefully. But then if I break my leg, it's not. Well,
Don't put that out, bro.
I was
Take it back.
25
You're gonna
years old. I
own
broke
it.
my leg. Yeah.
He's gonna do it again.
Ed, thank you
No,
so
no,
much
no.
Thanks
for
for having
hanging
me.
out with us, man. It's always a blast with you. I say this over and over again. You've got to be one of the greatest storytellers
Truth.
to ever come through the studio, bro. And we love you for that, man. Thank you
Thank
for
you.
always being so honest, so open, not only just in your music, but as a human being. And we appreciate you for that. We wish you all the best. Make sure you guys pick up Divide March 3rd and pre-order because you get deluxe
We get a lot of
records.
songs. Some of it
Yeah.
has Spanish on it.
Hey, así
There
es.
it is.
Ed Sheeran en español. Eduardo Sheeran.
Gracias.
I love it.